Today I fucked up by not watching my dog's back while she took a dump. Obligatory. This happened a few days ago. So for those of you who own dogs, you may have noticed that they tend to look in your direction and make eye contact when they go poop. According to Reddit, making eye contact while pooping is a way to show dominance. But I never believed that my little dog was making some sort of aggressive gesture towards me. I looked it up on YouTube, which unlike Reddit, only contains 100% truthful information. The videos that I watched said that dogs are vulnerable while pooping, so they look at you to make sure you're watching their back. This made more sense, so I filed it away with all of the other useless facts that I have learned on the internet. Well, the other day we were at the park with a few other dogs, when my girl's time came. She got into her little squat pose to do her business. And per the usual, she made eye contact with me. I gave her the obligatory good girl nod that she was expecting, and up until then, it was turning out to be a pretty routine, uneventful poop. This is where I fucked up. I took my eye off of her for a split second, to reach into my doggy fanny pack thing to grab a poop bag. In that moment, a huge dog of some kind galloped across the park, apparently chasing something, and knocked my tiny best friend over before she had finished. The poor thing didn't know what to do. She couldn't decide to finish pooping or run, so she ended up scoot running in the squat position directly towards me, while yelping. The look of betrayal on her little face as she ran towards me broke my heart. I swear I saw her lip quivering as she mouthed, "I thought you always had my back," at me. I had one job and I failed. Too long did not read. I betrayed my dog by taking my eye off of her for a second while she pooped. Edit. Typos. I hope I got them all. Disappointing your dog is so much worse than disappointing your parents. Lol dude, my heart sunk. I was so scared your dog was like horribly attacked. Instead, betrayal halo voice. FN hilarious. Scared shitless. Literally. My German Shepherd just wanders off, takes a man-sized shit, then starts kicking the back door till I let her back in. Thanks for the fun fact about eye contact. This explains why dogs are always directly staring at me when I take a dump at the dog park. Well, this will never happen for you now. Poo protection. You'll never live this down, I'm sorry. We live and learn, mate. Today I fucked up by not taking our dog's growling seriously. Happened today. My So, 33M, and I, 25F, got a dog a few months back. Dog previously lived with So's aunt. She told us he was aggressive with other dogs, but he seemed golden with humans, letting strangers stroke him, super polite and well behaved at the vet. Other than the dog hatred, he growls. He growls when I pet him sometimes, then growls louder when I stop petting him and moves closer to me for more pets, or he'll lie on my feet and growl. For pets? Sometimes he growls while being pet, but it sounded like pleasure growling, if that makes sense. And most of the time after I pet him for a moment he's like, "That's nice," and goes quiet, or softly, pleasure growls. Today I was ruffling his face, neck when he started growling. I playfully growled back at him and stopped petting him. He pushed his face closer to me as if asking for more pets. I pet him. He lunged at me. He bit my face, and I'm typing this in the hospital, post-surgery. Most of my top lip is gone. Bottom lip isn't looking pretty, but it's mostly there. I'll never look the same. And I don't know what to do. I wish I took his growling seriously. I wish we signed him up for training. I still love him, but I'm terrified of him now. This is the worst fuck up of my life. Why am I typing this? I'm in the hospital by myself and bored, I guess. Maybe it's a cautionary tale that your vocal dog might hurt you. But maybe I'm the only dumbass who didn't think he would. Too long did not read. My dog started growling while I was petting him and bit my lips off. Don't growl back at a dog, even if it's playful. He could have thought you were threatening him, and thought you patting him was you trying to attack him. I would not keep the dog personally. Sucks, but it's not worth the risk, and it doesn't sound like something that can be fixed with training, in my opinion, as someone who's owned 3 separate dogs. Remember, dogs live for 12+ years. That's a very long time commitment. As someone who loves dogs and has cared for them most of my life, including in a professional capacity. Never have a dog close enough to your face to lunge. Do not allow dogs to lick your face. And absolutely do not allow your dog to growl at you even when playing. Do not growl at your dog if you notice behavior problems. End the behavior with firm detachment. There's a lot wrong here, and it comes down to people owning dogs without understanding the necessary care and training. You should put it down. If he attacks you like this, then he will likely bite someone else. which can lead to legal kickback and inevitably getting put down. If your child attacked you like this, they would be in jail. Allowing yourself to get further disfigured by them will lead to resentment and more problems. Some things don't grow back. I take dog growls seriously as hell. My beloved puppy of 10 years was rehomed because he growled at my newborn. He is now with an older lady who loves him and has time for him, rather than the little amount I could give. If a dog ever attacked me or any human, I would have it put it down immediately. That dog needs to be put down. Poses a danger to both of you and others. In the United States, if it did this to someone and they pressed charges, the court would probably order the dog destroyed anyway. People suggesting the dog needs to be rehomed are crazy. This dog is a fucking hazard to society and needs to be euthanized immediately. I hate to say it, but it needs to be done. I can't fucking stand animal people who try to justify this behavior or suggest more training. Imagine rehoming this dog and it happens to hurt someone else? Maybe a child? In my opinion, the thought of killing dog is easier to stomach than the thought of it hurting someone else.